Hey, welcome back to the Better Fitness Proof podcast. You're joined here by your host, me, Matt April, and one of our wonderful, amazing members, Kathy Mann. Kathy, can you say hello to everybody and please introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Kathy Mann. Almost 60 years old.
Are you?
And I'm from Westchester. And
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
That's so good.
I've been with BentOnBetter for almost 2 years.
Almost 2 years.
Almost. September will be 2 years. Yeah.
And part of that journey was during the pandemic.
Yes.
Which,
Yes.
crazy. I want to talk about now. So give me the biggest win for you right now with everything. Talk to me about the biggest win so we can captivate the audience, and then we'll go back and tell the story.
Biggest win. Well, my strength, that I came in here not thinking I could do anything, and just about every challenge I've been given, I pretty much exceeded.
Yeah.
With the help of you, Alysha, Nick, Molly,
Yes. Yeah.
Lynn.
But you've exceeded.
Yeah.
You've gone way beyond what you thought you could do.
Way, way, way beyond.
Deadlifting and squatting with the barbells and the trap
Yes.
bars and the kettlebells and the dumbbells, all of the uses, all the tools,
Yes.
all the equipment. So you're doing these things now,
Yes.
and you're doing these things for the most part, aside from working through some shoulder pains and some knees, like it's
Yeah.
getting better, right? Everything's,
Oh, very much better. Yes.
Yeah?
Very much. Yes.
and we've seen some changes on your physical side. You felt some changes on the physical side. What would you say?
Oh, yeah. As far as strength and
Yeah.
yes, definitely. Definitely. Yes.
Perfect.
And mental.
And mental.
Yes.
Mental
Confidence building. It's built my confidence tremendously. You know, at least in here.
Yeah.
You know.
So tell me, let's take it back to a time where before we met, right? So tell me about a time where there was a difficult moment in life or a struggle with your knees and with your shoulders, and with your elbow, everything that you've had to struggle with and gone through and overcome. Tell me about those things.
I was way, way overweight, even more so than now, which is enough. But and I could barely walk. My knees were terrible.
When was this?
When?
When was this? Yeah.
Probably 2017, 18.
Okay. It's only a few years ago.
Well, it was progression over many years.
Okay.
But that's where it hit. Probably about 17 was where it was so bad. Getting in and out of the car was hard. Taking steps, walking, you know, all that was very difficult. I went and I had some therapy done and had some stem cell treatment done, and I did some physical therapy.
Yeah. So tell me about what happened with your knees.
I had stem cell shots in each of them, and then I had to lose some weight, which I did. I lost a lot of weight, but then I put some back on. But and I did some physical therapy, but I got to a point where I was done what I could do with therapy, and I knew I needed to move. So I saw on Facebook, I kept seeing ads for BentOnBetter, and I had terrible aversion to a gym. Horrified of walking into a gym.
What was so horrifying?
I never really do it. Judgmental. You know, I wasn't comfortable in my own self. So, and didn't feel like I could keep up. And I remember I called you and I said, well, I asked a couple questions, you know, like, what are people as old as me in the gym? And you said, yeah, definitely. And I had seen some pictures that you had put of people that looked more like me than my vision of what the gym would be. People that look like, you know, and that's fine that there are people fit, but there were people that weren't quite there that I could identify with. So I said, I'll call there. And I asked, and then I came to visit. Everyone was you, very welcoming. And then you took me around and people were nice. And I said, well, I'll try. Never look back. You know, best thing I've done.
Oh.
It really is. I never once felt out of place. I felt welcome by everyone, the staff and the members, everybody was so nice and really never made me feel like, oh, what's she doing here? Which is where my fear was. And not being able to do it. I've never, ever lifted weights before.
Never
Lifted weights. Wow. I had no idea I could do anything. I could barely squat. I still struggle with lunges, but that's from my knee.
Yeah.
But I just had no clue. And then I come and I'm lifting up a little tiny bar, kettlebell, and thinking, oh, look, everybody's doing this. But I stuck it, did it, and got the form, which was the most important thing, because now I can squat, I can lift, I can do these things. It took a while, but I do it.
So take me back to that first few weeks. Mm-hmm. Like, what were the thoughts that were going through your head? What were the challenges in your head that you felt were going into it? Right when we had first spoken over the phone, I remember that conversation. Yeah. I was actually at the grocery store at that time. Yes. And I was like, I have to call this lady. She I have to speak to her. I have to show her that we're the answer, what she's looking for.
And you were, thank God. Yeah.
But in that moment, I remember there was a lot of hesitation in your voice. There's a lot of hesitation and reservation, and I can tell you were very anxious.
To death. Literally, I was scared I was going very out of my comfort zone, and you comforted me.
And so walk me through that first, let's just say those first few days and few weeks for you. Mm-hmm. What did you experience? What was it like for you?
Coming here?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I met my good buddy Susan, who started on the same day as I did, which helped tremendously. There were some people here that were just so welcoming and helped me, showed me what to do, where to go. And now, like I said, there was no judgment. I didn't feel that at all. I really didn't, or I wouldn't have come back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I wouldn't have, I just was because my guard was up. I was like, I'm not going to like this. I'm not going to be able to do this. But I did, and I love it.
What was the conversation in your head leading into that first meeting, that first day? What were you saying to yourself? What were the things you were saying?
So the first day I came in to actually work out?
To meet me, to actually come in.
To meet you?
Yeah, what were the things that
he's going to have to sell me? He's going to have to tell me that I'm going to be able to do this physically and mentally, be able to get past this barrier I had, that I can't do it because I've never done it, and I'm going to be judged for not being able to do it, and for not being this fit person walking in the door, and I wasn't, and I'm still not, but I feel very welcome.
You've come so far.
I have.
And just these past few weeks, think about what you've been doing with all the lifts we've gone over, and we don't we only compare ourselves to ourselves.
Right.
And especially here, when we're talking about strength and we're talking about physical fitness and physical attributes that accompany with fitness and your composition, all these different things, right? No one is looking at anyone other than themselves, and we are our biggest critics.
Right.
But for you, just recently, Kath, you have done some things that most women, not only just most women your age, but most women could never even fathom trying to do or attempting to do. And you've been doing it on a regular basis.
Yeah.
How many pounds did you deadlift?
My highest was 235.
235 pound deadlift.
And I remember doing a 35 and thinking, oh my God, I did that.
Yes.
And then doing
what
was the trap bar and a 10 on each, and thinking that was really an accomplishment, you know. And this time my highest was 235.
235 pounds. That's so freaking, it's so awesome. Right. And then with your knees, you've been squatting. How much weight did you squat with just your knees and without pain in your knee? That's the important part. After all the surgery and shots.
190 or something. I
think with the bar, right? With the trap bar.
I don't know if it was with the barbell.
On your back?
God, no.
Oh, okay. Yes. So you did the trap bar squats.
Yeah, I think I did 190.
Yeah, I think 190 sounds.
I think
yeah,
so.
I think you were pretty close to that 200 mark again with those two, which is again, it's so incredible. Someone who was coming in with
couldn't do a body weight squat properly.
Right.
Right. I really couldn't. For when my knees were bad, they had me doing them against a wall and a door, and then eventually worked up to holding the medicine ball doing it. And I think I got up to 8 pounds doing a medicine ball. So I came in here, oh my God, I'm not going to be able to squat. But I'm squatting.
Yes.
And I can do lots of body weight ones as well, there's not a flicker of pain. Not a flicker. And when I first did come, I remember talking to Nick. My knee was bothering me a little bit, and he slowed me down and showed me form. And now I can do it without a thought.
It makes me so happy.
I actually enjoy it.
Yay! So we talked about both knees being an issue. Mm-hmm. And we talked about the pain in the beginning, of the fear of what you had to go through, and talking to yourself and almost talking yourself out of some things. Right. Fast forward to after you've been here for a little while, and then all the struggles that hit with the pandemic. What things happened? What did you have to go through yourself?
Well, right before the pandemic, I had strained my shoulder, and here it was a torn rotator cuff, and it was right smack. I got my MRI results back 2 days before the shutdown, and they were telling me I had to have surgery. So we went on shutdown. We were all doing virtual, and everybody knew that I was having this, but I was still going to work out. I was still doing my thing. So I couldn't see the surgeon because everything was shut down. And Nick and yourself and Alysha just modified for me the virtual workouts, and we strengthened, did things like that, nothing that would irritate it, and worked on things to build the strength of it. By the time things opened up somewhat, I was able to see the surgeon, and he wanted to do surgery, and then I decided with some other doctors and Nick as well that I was going to try physical therapy. Not that he told me to do that. He just said, sure. When I said to him, I don't think, because I was strong. I had motion in my arm. I was able to lift a little bit. And so I said, I'll try the physical therapy. I did that, and I did not need the surgery. And that's my weaker thing is a press, but I'm pressing, and I can do the slam balls, and I can do push-ups, and I can do all these things. I just have to, once in a while, it'll work a little bit. I'll tweak it and just have to modify for a little bit. Till this day, I still get modifications sometimes, but I didn't have to go through surgery. Wow. And I'm strong for it.
And that goes back to you in taking the time to not only get a second opinion, but to listen to the opinions and take the advice of going through physical therapy and going through the exercises that are going to help strengthen and improve and let your body do what it naturally does, which is to heal and fix a lot of things. So I love that you went that route. It's hard for a lot of people to go one route or the other route, and everyone's body is different. Right. And of course, if you were to have worse in that situation, we would say, like, take some time off, go get that taken care of.
Sure.
But you have so much enthusiasm when you find the passion. Yeah. And so that's with fitness and with life and with your business. You want to do a little plug of your business? Want to do a little plug here? What's your business? What do you do?
My travel advisor?
Yeah. So what do you do?
I am a travel advisor specializing in Disney travel and Universal. Yeah.
Yes. We're going to be booking a time with you. I think we're trying to do like 2022. I think Lynn already reached out to you about it, right?
Yes.
So that's our like pipeline dream of what we're working towards. So we want to make it happen because she's never been to Disney. Lynn's never been to Disney.
That's exciting.
I was there when I was 17. So
much to see.
Long time ago.
Yes.
But I'm so excited because we are very much like Disney fans, Marvel, Star Wars, all the things that they've acquired over the years. Like everything is like, oh, Disney. And then of course Pixar and all these things. I love Disney. Yes. And the classic stuff too. So
Me too.
we're gonna be going, and it's gonna be you're gonna be helping us out with it.
Thank you. Yeah.
So going back into your journey. So now, right now we're just dealing with some shoulder pains here and there. And we make sure that we not only try to make sure that we're not making it worse, but giving you other alternatives that are going to help strengthen that area, that it's not going to exacerbate and make things worse. Right. What other big challenges or big wins have you had in the like since we've reopened after the the closed down, shut down for the pandemic?
What other? Well, I had carpal tunnel. I had to get work through that, but same thing. I just was careful, and
you were in a brace for a little while.
I was in a brace, and you guys would give me modifications to work, and then all of a sudden, here, it was good, and now I, knock on wood, don't have any issues with that. It's a problem with getting old. I am going to be 60.
That's crazy. Oh my gosh.
But I'll tell you what, I feel better going into 60 than I did going into 40.
Really?
Yes, I do.
Better going into 60 than you did going into 40.
Health-wise and mental. I mean, this place has helped me so much in so many ways. So many I can't even begin to tell you. I really can't. It's been a wonderful journey, and it's only still the beginning.
And I love that you said it's a journey, because it is a journey.
It is a journey, because I still have a ways to go and a lot to accomplish, but thank God I have this place to do it.
We're so grateful that you're here too, because it's what we've been put on this earth to do, and you've heard me say it a bajillion times.
I have,
and it's something that I mean every time. It's my purpose in life is to change lives through fitness, and that's what Alysha does, and that's what Nick and Lynn, and Molly, and whoever else. When this podcast releases and down the road, if it's playing back in years to come, like maybe we'll have a bigger team, but they'll be here for that same purpose and driving force. So I'm excited for it. I'm going to jump in and do a little commercial. In that time, I want you to think about what you would say to someone who was in your spot, who was in your place back when we had that first initial conversation. Okay. They're going through maybe some knee pain, maybe some shoulder pain, maybe dealing with the mental blocks and the challenges that you have. Think about what you would say. And I want it to be like a powerful, big, long-winded motivational speech to that person. Okay? I'm going to do a little commercial, then I'll come back to you. Okay. Cool? Okay. Yeah. So for you, if you're watching this on YouTube, hi, hello. Please make sure you swing by our YouTube channel, click the subscribe button, give us a thumbs up on this video, and especially if you've enjoyed this conversation, go down to the comment section and let me know what was one of the biggest challenges you've had. What are you dealing with now currently that you need some help with overcoming with challenges? Let us know in the comment section so we can feedback and give you feedback and let us know how we can possibly help you in the future. If you're listening to this on a podcast, any podcasting platform, please make sure you swing by that podcasting platform. Give us a 5-star rating, because that's truly how we're going to keep this show going, because it's a free show and because we want to make sure that we're inspiring more people and changing more lives. And you can help us by simply doing that. If you don't think it's worth a 5-star rating, throw me an email, Matt, M-A-T-T, at BentOnBetter.com. And I would love to hear your thoughts on how we can make the show even better. For now, I'm going to swing it back to Kathy Mann. I'm going to give us these final parting words, Kathy. So what would you say to that person who was in that spot that you were in back when we had that first talk in 2019?
Yep. Make that call, walk in the door. You will feel welcome. You'll feel comfortable. I know the nerves are there, but I promise you, the people here will help. They will make you realize the challenges you have, that you can overcome them, that you can do it, because I was sure I couldn't, and I'm amazed at what they have taught me to do and given me the tools, the education, the love. They make you feel like you're part of a family here, and they won't let you fall. They will not. They're here for you, and the other members are here. And as a member, I'm here. I would love to help you and get through this journey, because it's an amazing place.
That was awesome.
That was awesome. It's the truth.
Thank you Thank you, Kathy, for hanging out with me. Thank you so much for hanging out with us here on the Better Fitness Proof podcast. For now, we will say goodbye and we'll catch you next time. Bye.